This is definitely not ideal.
I don't know what I'm gonna tell Sarah.
8 weeks to pull all of this off. So we bought a warehouse. We used to work out of the apartment we owned. It was like our first family apartment, which we changed into our studio. It was good for the time being, but it ended up just being too small and kind of awkward. Like we outgrew the space in terms of like numbers, and we were using our old bedroom as a studio and it just wasn't big enough. So we decided it was time to bite the bullet and invest in a warehouse. We wanted to buy a shell of a warehouse, but the hard part was finding it in the right location for the right price. So we ended up selling our apartment and using that money to purchase the warehouse.
So out of all the warehouses that we looked at, this one in particular stood out to us. It had a massive window light at the back of the building. That was like a really important thing that we were looking for, was nice natural window lighting.
It's also 15 minutes from our house, so that was a bonus. What's an analogy here? I feel like I'm so good at these.
I don't know.
We're trying to fit all of the ducks in the world in one pond. That's what we're trying to do in this space. I mean, we want a creative studio. I want my own office.
We also want a big open area where everyone can be creative and talk together. We need a meeting room.
We need a podcast room. We need a sunny kitchen, like a beautiful kitchen that is like shootable and aesthetic. We need a storage room. Like, I mean, a kick-ass storage room.
We also have a makeup studio that we want to add.
You're on board?
Yeah, I'm on board that, of course.
That too. Like I said, all the ducks in the pond. This is the pond.
There's no pond.
I genuinely don't know how people designed anything prior to Pinterest. I live off Pinterest. So I wanted to give you a visual representation of what my mind was going through when I was planning the space. Starting with what I think is the most important room of the space, the kitchen. Not only is it a space for our staff, but it's a shoot kitchen, so it has to be pretty and aesthetic. I was in two minds. Do I do the more colorful, retro, art deco, bold, I guess more of like a statement kitchen with like big terrazzo, pops of color, something you've never seen before, with the risk that it's not timeless? Or do I go like classic my style, white terrazzo, textures, white neutrals? This is the Pinterest board that I have spent the most time on. One thing I knew for sure is I wanted to incorporate black into the space. Everything metal was going to be black. So I love these black windows. I love that French style, but with that bold black. So I think keeping it like a blanket, neutral canvas with pops of color in terms of like vases, pillows, and just the styling. We still don't really know what this part of the warehouse is called. I suppose it's the entrance. It's when you first walk in, and I think we want it to say fun, creative, different perhaps. I have a few ideas here. So I have some pink things here, maybe like a statement couch. Still not too sure, but I know I want this to be a statement, or like a moment, as Maddie would say. We want it to be a moment. One of the most underrated spaces of the warehouse. I was in two minds yet again. I'm in my green era, so I love this. I have pinned a lot of green bathrooms. Pink and green are that retro vibe, and Kurt agrees, he likes retro art deco, but also circling back to the black, I love black and white, but then I also love Venetian plaster. So we were toying up with like 4 different concepts for this space. You guys are gonna have to wait and see what we actually did. I think the bathroom in the warehouse is my favorite space, so just look forward to that. And then just briefly, studio. Studio was pretty straightforward. We want it to be a canvas, because when you're shooting in a space, that's what you need. A blank canvas to make it what you want. So it's going to be really basic, white, some cool director's chairs. That's really it.
Rolling. 3, 2, 1. What a clap. Fabulous.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Welcome to your blank canvas.
Hi, my name's Maddie from Studio Albus. I'm the interior designer for House of Groms.
Starting downstairs, this space here is all the studio. Do you know what a psych wall is?
No, what is that?
It's like
So to save you from the bickering of me and Sarah trying to explain at the same time what a psych wall is, I'm going to sit in the space and explain it to you right now. So basically a psych wall is a seamless wall that has no edges and is a rounded curved edge from the wall to the floor. Think of like a skate ramp, for example. And imagine if that just kept going up into the wall cavity. It's basically just one motion the whole way through, a seamless transition. So the floor's white, everything's white. If you were to take a photo of yourself standing in that space, it would just look like an endless white space.
I want to redo the bathroom. Let's think business mind here. We actually want to rent out this studio space. We want models posting #House of Grums Studios, shooting at House of Grums. This is like where social media ignites. Tell me I'm wrong. Go onto someone's Instagram, bathroom selfie, models, actresses, singers. Thank me later, Kurt. Welcome to the ugly bathroom. I'm thinking for the bathroom, black hardware and then fresh white.
Pause for the plane.
We're gonna hate this.
Yep. I don't know how you can podcast.
It's never this bad when we looked at.
There was less.
This is a major stuff up on our behalf.
We saw it 8 times before even putting an offer down.
You did see it a lot, yeah.
It was silent. It was beautiful, it was bright, #COVID. Of course it was silent, like there was no planes coming up, there was no planes coming in. You can still hire the studio, it's great. Am I dreaming with a spiral staircase? Is it super expensive?
Of course it's expensive. Everything to do with steel adds cost.
Since knowing Mads in year 7, she is a dream crusher. That's why she's so great. Like she's great at what she does because she's a realist, you know? Like she makes things happen, but she does crush my dreams.
Sarah, I heard that you called me a dream crusher, and you're right, so that's okay. I forgive you this time.
Should we go upstairs?
Yeah.
This is our meeting room. And we need aircon. I wish you could feel what was happening right now. It's like a hot
So
tub.
hot.
Infrared sauna? We don't need infrared sauna. Welcome to House of Grums. We have free infrared sauna. It's called no air conditioning in a tin box. Extend the mezzanine all the way. Middle area there is my office. Kurt doesn't want one. Before you come at me.
I want Sarah to have a separate office because she comes in, flips the workplace on its head. You need to be alone. You need to be alone.
I love you guys, but I'm a lone wolf, okay? I like shut the curtain, shut the door, kind of don't talk to me.
Yeah, you like working in isolation.
My office, over there, podcast studio. With aircon.
With aircon, lots of aircon. And this isn't even a hot day.
Is this not a hot day? It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. I really want this to be floorboards.
Yeah, you like the sound of thumping?
Yeah, I knew you would say this to me. Dream crusher. From basically here all the way, one long big workspace, and everyone will work kind of collaboratively.
Communal table?
Big communal table.
Communal table, yeah.
For how
Yeah.
many?
10.
Yep.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. All right, let's measure.
Let's do it.
As you enter the warehouse, you're greeted by this large open space. To the left, we have the bathroom. The layout will remain the same, but we are undergoing a severe makeover. Next up is the kitchen. This space has to be both practical and aesthetic, as we'll be shooting here a lot for SUNEE. A fridge, oven, and microwave will be installed, and we need lots of storage space for props. I also want a huge island bench on wheels so we can move it in and out for shoots. To the right of the kitchen is the spiral staircase. This is going to allow us space to add a breakout zone where we eat in this beautifully lit corner. Next to the breakout zone will be the storage room. Now for the hero, our studio space. We'll be adding a cyc wall, allowing the studio to be a blank white canvas. In between the roller door and the entrance, there will be a makeup and hair bar. And lucky last, just inside of the roller door is the waiting area. This space will be crucial for when we work with clients and rent out the studio. Just a chill space with chairs and a coffee table. Now to upstairs. As you walk up the spiral staircase, you'll see 2 desks in the hallway, leading into the creative communal workspace. This wall here will be knocked down, allowing the area to be open with an easy flow. On the other side of the staircase is the gorgeous light-filled corner that will be transformed into our meeting room. To the right of the meeting room is my personal office, and next to that, the podcast studio. Welcome to House of Grums. Okay, this is when the dream team come together. This is like our main squeeze, okay? We've got our builder, Jack.
Hey guys, my name's Jack.
My name is Jeff.
And I'm the owner of Spacial Constructions, and I'm the builder responsible for House of Grums.
We've got Mads, our designer. We've got this guy over here who thinks he's running the joint, and we've got the real big dog, the boss. We're gonna actually chalk up the space. People do that?
No.
Oh, we just... I'm not being a diva. I actually thought that was like a part of the service, or I don't know.
No, Sarah, chalking is definitely not a thing.
Before we start building all these walls and mezzanines and different components of the space, we want to make sure, is there enough room for everything?
I think we do storeroom first because that was like the big double door entry and stuff,
Yeah.
and then work that
Why are
way.
we doing double door? Why do you have to be so extravagant?
No, because
Because
it's to wheel like walls
Wheel
and
things
stuff
in, you know, like.
We weren't like
Well,
grand,
no, I'll do
grand.
doubles. I'll do doubles. I
When
want
like
grand
French
entrance.
doors.
I don't like this narrative that I'm the diva and Kurt is the chill surfer. No, Kurt is extra at heart. This is an example. The double doors, not necessary. Let's draw it up.
That's a huge storage area.
That's good. Because on the plan, I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if that's going to be very big, but that's good.
If we have a mural here, he
be whatever.
needs to get over the drip seat.
Oh, I don't like the drip seat, but I do like the artist.
Oh, come on.
Okay, look, this infamous drip chair was initially my idea, but I pitched it as inspo. I meant let's do a statement piece, not the drip chair. He wants the drip chair. It's not our vibe.
It's like Kylie Jenner. You're not Kylie Jenner.
It is. It's like Kylie's lip kicks.
Thoughts of the drip chair?
Oh, the drip chair. No comment.
It's the 22nd of Feb. We have to be out of our current studio, our current office, on the 19th of April, even before that. So we have like 8 weeks to pull all of this off. This is like the chill out zone where everyone has lunch. Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually amazing. Do we want to talk about the bathroom?
Yeah, we can.
I just like a cool bathroom. I'm not a princess. I'm a dreamer, okay? Whatever.
That's micro cement, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
So you can apply that over tiles.
lock it in,
And we
Eddie.
can choose a colour. It doesn't have to be like beige or white.
Yeah.
So this is going to be like a hallway that
Yeah.
walks all the way to the end, and then on this side is my office and then a podcast studio.
So hypothetically speaking, this is where the stairs would begin.
This is where the stairs
to go
go.
up. Main
Well,
room.
when we go downstairs, let's map out how big my office is, and I'll just make sure it like fits my ego. And no, I don't need a big office.
So it's essentially that in.
The beam.
Yeah.
So see,
she's in my
that's-
space.
Yeah.
This,
Nah,
is,
that's
this is
fine.
a big office for you, so we can cut it in half, about here.
What? All right, and next week, things actually happen.
Wall getting painted.
Yep.
Lots is happening. There is a lot to get done on this project, and it is quite time sensitive. Reason being is because number one, we are still working out of our old office space that we're about to move out of. Number two, Sarah could literally give birth any second now. And number three, myself and Sarah are super impatient and want to get it done. Sarah's asked me to come down to Bunnings because she's overdue to try and look for some tile samples. That's what I'm doing right now.
Of course, I miss out on tile shopping. It's my favorite part of renovating. He sent me a photo of these tiles that were perfect for our vision, and unfortunately they didn't have them in stock. So I spent way too long calling every store pretty much in Australia, every Bunnings, and I sourced them from everywhere, got them into the warehouse, and it has made that bathroom. What can I say? If I like something, I'm gonna go to big lengths to get it.
Just trying to find something for the floor of the bathroom. This is what we're looking at so far. Just give me a sec, I'm just getting a call. Just one sec, Georgia. Hello? Oh, hey Jack, how you going, man? You got bad news. What's the bad news? I don't want to hear bad news right now, mate. Well, how long's that gonna be? 6 to 8 weeks? Are you kidding? Yeah, thanks, man, I appreciate that. All right. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. He literally said that we could be held up for 6 to 8 weeks. It means people are gonna have to work from home. It's not good. That phone call in that moment literally was one of the worst things I could possibly imagine would happen. The installation that we need to have installed was gonna take about 6 to 8 weeks to come in stock. We only had really 6 to 8 weeks to get this project done.
Without this insulation, there's only so much we can do for the next 6 weeks, so it's holding us up big time.
The newest member of our family is finally here. Malachi has been born. There were some serious struggles in that hospital room. Myself and Sarah were so incredibly sick. On top of, I guess, all the stresses that we have going on in this project right now, that was quite a difficult thing. So Sarah needs a bit of time off from the project to rest and recover. We're so happy, we're so thrilled. He's a beautiful little boy, but that means you guys are gonna have to see my face a little bit more around here. All right, so we're on our way to Bunnings right now, which I feel like I'm there all the time at the moment. Today is an exciting day. We have the painter there on site today. We don't have much time on this project. We shortly have to move out of our office space. That means that the team are gonna have to work from home, which I'm, you know, coming off the back of COVID, I feel like we've done plenty of working from home now, and Jack is calling me now. All right. Hey man, what's going on?
I've just been out to the warehouse. I think a few issues might start to come up with like adding internal floor space.
Because the whole idea with this project is we're trying to add extra floor space, that may be an issue with adding extra car spaces. Just with like the rules of building in something like this, there could be problems that may come up in the future.
That'd have an effect on the whole development.
How long does it usually take to get like a DA approval done?
It could take 3 months, could take 6 months. Like you hear horror stories about it taking a year.
Far out, man. This is a great phone call. Thank you so much.
It's never fun being the one who has to be the bearer of bad news, but sorry, Kurt.
Let's see what we can work out and hopefully we can find a solution.
I'll talk to you later then.
All right, too easy. Have a good one.
That was a call. Yeah, look, I just wanted to ask you a few questions about, you know, the property over at Kurnell there that we're trying to build at the moment. Yeah, so what, it's about the car space. Oh, man. Yeah, look, maybe we'll just, like, maybe it's like a case of us just building what it is for now and just putting walls in and ceiling and not doing additional mezzanine, and then that would be fine, right? Like, that would pass. Well, I might just do that then in that case. Yeah. That's not good. I don't know what we're gonna do. You're saying the DA approval could take like 6 to 8 months, which means like everyone's gonna have to be from home 6 to 8 months just to wait to get it approved. And then we do the build on top of that. Like, this is just dumb. I don't even know if there's a way that we can get an additional car space, so it doesn't even sound like it's possible at all. I don't know what I'm gonna tell Sarah. This is far out.
Wow.